Since its grand opening in June of 1990 to compete with the ever-expanding Walt Disney World, Universal Orlando has brought us some of the most thrilling rides and events to date, from things like the Hulk, Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket, and Halloween Horror Nights, just to name a few. But just like Disney, with it having so much like a shopping center, a real-life Jurassic Park without any dinosaurs, the one and only Bubblegum Shrimp Restaurant, even though there's like a million actually, and even this duck that seems to be taking a vacation from being at Epcot too long. This place seems amazing, almost like you want to live there. But how possible would it be, especially compared to Walt Disney World? Well, today let's find out how possible it would be to live in Universal Studios Orlando for 1 year. So unlike how Disney World has their own residential place called Golden Oak, Universal does not have that. So we can scratch out homes, and also I'd imagine that the prices are just as insane, but of course we do have the resorts. So far there are 6, and Universal sets up the prices just like they do at Disney, into different categories. Although, oddly enough, there's actually more categories with Universal than there are of Disney, even though Disney has more resorts. So Universal starts off with the Value Resorts, then Prime Value, then Preferred, and Premier, which is basically the tippity top. So we are going to focus on the Prime Value Resort. Now you may be wondering why not the Value. The reason is because the Value is not actually open until 2019, and we're going to be talking about what would happen if you lived at the beginning of 2018. You could apply these numbers to 2019, although the hotel rates may change. So anyways though, I actually ran into a problem when I was trying to get the rates for these hotels. Unlike how for Disney, I was able to find the daily rates for like every single day of 2018 on a website called Mousesaver, I wasn't able to find Universal on any sort of website. The only thing that I'm given is the lowest price and the highest price, so I'm gonna have to find the average, just based on those two prices. So for our Prime Value resorts, we only have 2, Cabana Bay and Aventura. I chose Cabana Bay because I think the theming looks really nice and it's bigger than Aventura. Although Aventura does look nice, look at this roof, you see a lot of nice things every day. So in terms of estimation, Cabana Bay's lowest price is $110 and the highest is $250 on really crazy holiday December days. So for an average fix, that would be $180 every day. But first let's talk about why we're here. We're obviously here because we want to go to the parks, and by actually going to the parks we actually get a nice discount, of course with the seasonal pass. The one that I chose was $368.99, which includes all 3 parks, and because of this it gives us 25% off at Cabana Bay and 15% off for Cabana Bay's food. So instead of paying $180 a day, we would be paying $135 a day, or $4,050 a month. Now then, for food I averaged that out because eating just one item is honestly not realistic. I promise, no matter how decently good the pizza is, you will never ever eat it for 365 days. And yes, I actually did say that's decently good. Take good notes, Disney. For the drink, once again, like before, at Disney you can ask for a cup of water for free, and that's what I did. If the machine worked. And that's what I did. So added with the discount for breakfast, you would be spending around $637. For lunch and dinner, it would be $741, which would equal a total of $21.19 per day. We also have to tip the maid, so I think $20 a week is fair, which comes to $80 a month. So for a grand total of 1 month, that would be $4,765.70. So in total, for 2018 on a budget, as a guest, it would cost $57,557.39. Maybe staying at Disney was a better option. In order to afford that, you would need 3 friends, with the intention that you're all getting paid like $10 for working at City Walk. And you could only have like $42 to spare for the entire year when you pay it all off. But instead of working at one of the restaurants or stores inside of City Walk, if you were to work in Universal itself, would that help? Well, it would help a little bit, but not that much. So Universal employees get a 30% discount on resorts, depending on availability. And let's say that Universal's cool enough to let you use this all year round. So instead of paying $180 a day, you'd be paying $126, or $3,780 a month. As for food, to my knowledge, there is no discount given for the hotel's restaurants, so that stays the same. Actually, even into SeaWorld and Busch Gardens, but don't worry about that because you'll be stuck with Universal for a year. So in total, you would be paying $4,527.90, or $54,334.80. Now then, once once again, let's bring back our eccentric millionaire friend from Disney World, and let's say that now he wants to go back in time again for some reason, and he wants to stay in Universal, and of course spend the most money, because he's, you know, the eccentric millionaire guy. But what would be the most expensive premier resort at Universal? Well, because I can't see all the rates, I can't really determine that, but it's definitely between Hard Rock and Portofino Bay. And telling by the sound of my voice, I think honestly, staying at Portofino Bay is so beautiful. Just look at this. I like the theming at Hard Rock, but Portofino Bay. So your average daily price would be $475 for a very nice room, or $14,250 per month. Also, just because of how nice Portofino looks, I thought it would be right to choose all of the restaurants inside of it, because they're also really expensive. For breakfast, I chose Trattoria del Porto, for lunch I chose Bise Ristorante, and for dinner I chose Mama Della's Ristorante. Just like at home, I got Mama. I love my Mama! So for breakfast with the main course, a side, and a coffee, it came down to $20, which is $1 off from like the total that you would get for a day of eating in Cabana Bay. Lunch came down to $85 and dinner actually came down to $80. In total, that all equaled $185 a day. As for transportation, I would think that our rich friend would go on the Uber instead of the nice complimentary bus. Uber Black to be specific, which is the fancier option. I used Uber's website to calculate how much it would cost to go from Universal to Portofino and back, so using it 2 times in one day would equal $34 per day. So in total for a single month, that would be $20,820. Or, including when you add the most expensive annual pass that you can get for Universal that includes basically everything, that would equal $249,840. Although that's not as much as it would be for Disney World, that still is a ton. It really does magnify though the size of these two resorts. Obviously Disney World being the bigger one, so it has a lot more things to do, so there are a lot more higher prices. But the thing that surprised me is that compared to Disney World's price, if you wanted to go with something realistic, it would be a lot cheaper than Universal. Granted, every single day of the hotel room was given, and with Universal is more of a guesstimation, and on top of that, cast members get a huge discount for the hotels. But there's one thing that makes living in Universal, at least as a personal opinion, impossible, and it's these things right here. I can't imagine going to the lobby every day and seeing them there. And even if you choose Aventura, which won't have them, I think, they're still in the park. They're everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. Also, I'd like to dedicate this to my dad and for him helping me out so much. I really don't deserve it. He honestly is an incredible person. I thought I'd just say that for all of the times that he said that he believed in me. But anyways though, thank you guys for watching and I will see you in the next one. If you ever go to Universal, make sure to run away from these things because I have no idea what they're capable of.